Actually, through text message. Just yeah, through text message. She sent me a little message asking me if I was interested in playing this summer up in Canada, which is a little bit of a surprise. I'd never played in Canada permanently. I actually got the chance to visit Quebec last year for the first time ever, and that was awesome. So I'm kind of pumped to see what you guys have to offer out there. I kind of had an idea as to where it was. I knew it was really far away from me, but other than that, no, I didn't really, wasn't too familiar with the area. I actually had a kid that was older than me that I kind of looked up to, and he had the same issue with me as me. We didn't have the highest velocity, so we always had to kind of become a junk ball pitcher. And I watched how he changed angles and how it didn't really affect his accuracy. So I figured, okay, if this guy can do it, I can do it. So I worked on it. I started it like in 10th grade because I realized I couldn't blow the fastball by everybody anymore. And so I tried switching it up because most guys get confused as to why somebody would even try to throw like that, let alone throw successfully. So they kind of took themselves out of the at bat. All the time actually, and that's kind of why even though there was certain teams that tried to change my style, that was one of the main reasons why I didn't, because they said that it wasn't even so much the actual pitches that I was throwing, it was just the fact that I would change arm angle, and they said if anybody was guessing that it would be even more difficult, regardless if even if they guessed right, because they didn't know what pitch was coming from what angle. No, not currently. I mean, I kind of see it as I'm coming to learn that as becoming a coach as well, that everybody's different. Everybody's got their own sense of style, their own. I mean, you look at Hunter Pence. That guy is he's like the epitome of like horrible mechanics, but he's amazing. Like he looks horrible warming up, but he's absolutely amazing baseball player. So I kind of see it as I always try to keep my own style, work with my own strengths rather than trying to compare myself with other people. That's a huge adjustment, actually. I mean, I did get a little experience in college with relieving, but I always wanted to be a starter. And in terms of the preparation, it's completely different. It's to be a starter, you only throw one out of every 5 days, so you got to just condition your arm to be ready that one day. And as a reliever, it's a whole nother ball game. I was throwing 4 or 5 games in a row, and I mean, ice and Advil became my best friends. It's if after a while it catches up to you, and it's a big adjustment to make, definitely. I love it, absolutely love it. If there's a big time moment where the game is on the line, I want to be out there. That's what I tell everybody. It was I didn't get a chance to know him that well. It was kind of towards the end of the season, but the little I did get to know about him, I mean, I got along with him right off the bat. We kind of clicked right from the start. He actually caught my bullpen session as my like tryout, which I mean, if you're a coach and you do something like that, you know that guy's ready to work and do what he has to do to get the team ready. So I loved that right off the start, just because he wasn't afraid to get he wasn't the type of manager that has everybody do the petty work for him. He wasn't afraid to get the gear on and get back there himself, and I really liked that about him. It was amazing. Not even just the field, the fans. The fans were awesome. We had a few super fans that they would go above and beyond to make our day that much easier every day. And I don't think I mean I'd be blessed to have another set of fans to play like in front of them again. It was awesome. Especially the field. We get like 6, 7,000 people for Thursday night game. You felt like you were in the big leagues at one point. Just all the noise, the screaming, it was awesome. And they never really undersold it at all. They always treated us with the most respect, like you would see anywhere else. And it was a great experience, especially as the first place I've ever played at. I am. I mean, I kind of drew away from it, especially when I found out they don't even really film it in Scranton. But the TV show itself is great. I mean, it kind of, I think Scranton is the perfect setting for it. That's the truth. So, but yeah, it's a, it's a funny show, definitely. I have to say, my off time, I was for the last few years a pizza maker, and I'm like, I'm not talking like the Domino's. You kind of stretch the dough out, pre-baked time. Like I right from scratch, full blown Italian pizza maker for about 7, 8 years, and that was kind of like my job I did in college and stuff like that for college students to try and put some money in my pocket. Absolutely, you guys get me the ingredients, I'll put some together. We don't need it. We could save some money. That'd be even easier. I mean, the one thing that I've probably been kind of spoiled with is the team chemistry. Every team that I came in with so far, obviously you get a little nerves as to who you're going to be dealing with. But I've been blessed both times with having awesome teammates, regardless whether it was a successful season or a rough one. And that's kind of what I'm looking forward to because every guy that I met out in Quebec this past year, I mean, they're all awesome. I mean, some of them are from America, I know, but the Canadians at least. I mean, I never got to actually meet one personally, but that's how kind of out of touch I've been with Canada. And I mean, I loved it. It was so much fun. Great guys to go out with afterwards, and I mean, they're just a great group of guys, and I'm looking forward to getting to know the team and creating some new connections with some people.